Hey, welcome to 23 Degrees Sideways. This is the fourth time I've done this video. You'll see over there's the marina. I'm across a little spit bar. Sometimes it's underwater. Sometimes there's enough room for a picnic table. I'm out on the water. I'm in a dinghy. And that is actually why I've had such a hard time making this video. I'm on a little dinghy. This is a little Walker Bay. They're plastic, like it's some sort of styrene, polystyrene. It's a industrial plastic. It's not like, oh, they're plastic, they're bad. They're actually a really good, thick, heavy duty plastic, and they do a really good job. They hold up very well. It's not uncommon to see these things floating around after 15, 20 years now. The only problem, of course, is that they stopped making them. So while the useful life expectancy was 10 to 20 years, depending on your use and your care and everything, now people are trying to make them last because you can't replace them. It's a boat, so it's easy enough to replace the parts. If you need new oar locks, or if you need to make a new seat or something, you just do what you do. The hull itself is not gluable, not fixable. It's one of those slick plastics that you mold it and you do it. They're really good boats, though. I like them better than the rigid inflatables in general, just for rowing and for shippiness. Also, you can put a sail kit on them. Here comes some of our local fishermen off to do their thing. I'll give you a little view of that. And here comes the wake. What I'm going to do is turn around so that I'm facing the wake. Once again, we're struggling with the actual video. Why am I doing a dinghy video? What difference does this make? What's the big deal? Well, peacefulness, the point of being on the water, the important stuff. Here comes the wake. Excuse me while I rock. You can't actually tell because my hand forms a natural gimbal, but you can maybe see the wave and how the dinghy is bobbing. All right. This video is very hard to do because what I'm trying to talk about is part of the magic of being on the water. The whole point to this is not to seek rent control or to find some way to hack the system or live cheap. The whole point to this is to be in an environment with lower chronic stress levels, more attention, more attentive action in terms of your life, like cleaning the boat, fixing the boat, all the little boat chores that you have to do that you can try to ignore in a house. But if you ignore them in your house, you ignore them at your peril, because the problem with a house is that it will get dirty and hide the dirt. It will get toxic and hide the toxins. And you think I'm all woo and crazy. I actually had a checkup, a medical appointment yesterday, and it was really interesting to verify once again that my health, when I'm not in a house, when I'm living in a tent or on a boat or some relatively open air environment where I can clean, where I have surfaces that can be cleaned and can't hide anything, my health gets far better. My blood oxygen levels, I have lung damage from the military. We don't talk about it a lot, but there it is. My blood's oxygen saturation levels when I live in a city, in a house, in an apartment, is generally around 92 to 94. I don't do very well. That's my good day. That's not me going to the ER. That's not me having an attack. That's a good day. That's as good as it gets. Right now, my resting, chilled out Sats are 97. And that is a big difference. It's been consistent for the last couple of weeks of every time I've had someone check, just because I've been around medical offices. That's a big difference. That's what being out on the water does for you. Part of it is stress. Part of it is the cleanliness of the environment. Part of it is the magic. I can't describe it any other way. The magic of being out here. This is what, in a sense, the whole project is about, is getting out on the water. I don't know if I'm describing this well, or if I'm talking cross purposes. Because while I say, hey, the point to this is to get out on the water, I'm also, the point to this is to be on a boat. The point to this is to live an attentive life. The point to this is to have a simplicity and a manageable set of life tasks. Less stuff, get rid of things, know that you can live without any permanent one thing, because whatever boat you have is not the final boat. You'll move. People don't even live in houses until they die anymore. They switch houses every couple of years, but they live as if the house is permanent. There's a way of living without expecting permanence. Lessening, getting rid of the attachment. But what we're doing on the dinghy is there's a little bit of a different flavor here. This is the part where the point is to be on the water. The point is to get close to the water. The point is to mess around on the water. And that is where this little dinghy thing comes in. This is as close to the water as you can get without being in the water. Maybe a kayak is 2 inches closer. I like the rowboat because it gives me so much more, just versatility. I can take a picnic. I can take the dog. I've had the puppy out in this. I can, go grocery shopping. A lot of things you can't really do in a kayak. But the point here is that I've been spending the last couple weeks of mornings just getting out here and messing around on the water. And this makes it all real and sensible and gives you a real connection to what you're doing. And you can be over there, all the way over there. You can be over there in the marina on a boat that doesn't move. And it doesn't really matter if you've got the dink, if you've got the dinghy, if you've got the rowboat, if you've got your little day boat, if you've got a way to get out in the morning with less than 10 minutes of preparation. Just go. Just get out, get on the water. It makes everything about living on the water a little more, intelligible, a little more sensible, a little more connected. Let's go with hippie words. I'm going to use hippie words right now. It's connected. There's a vibe and a magic to this. And getting out on the water really connects you to that vibe, to that magic. Hippie words are useful sometimes, So that's what this is. This is a connection. This is an ability to be closer in. This is one of the reasons that we're trying to get the cruising that we're doing simplified, and get one of the reasons we're transforming the Catalina 27 into a kind of a camp cruiser. One of the reasons that I would love to have, you can barely see it over there, that little sea dory. I don't feel a sense of a lack, but that would be an adventure of a different sort. Little outboard motor powered mini trawler that gets, reasonable gas mileage. Not as comfortable a ride as a sailboat, but it would be a different concept. It would be a lot easier to jump into the river systems, the inland waters around the country. Make a 3-year Great Loop passage by going up every single little creek you can find. Can't do that with a sailboat because of the mast. So that's basically the difference in style. So we're doing sailboat, at least for now. And we're simplifying. Simple, simple, simple. Get out on the water more easily. The idea being to just be capable of leaving easily and quickly and without, I have friends who have a 2-hour process to get up the anchor or to get off the dock or anything. And they do that every couple of days, marinas or anchorages or something. And it's great for them. They have, the checklist, the attention to detail. It's what they want to do. I want to simplify that down. I may add complications later. I may add a lot more attention later. Right now, I want to simplify it down. The simplest you can get to get on the water is a little old dinky plastic rowboat. The dinghy, that's what we're doing. And what this does, or a kayak or a canoe, what this does is it gives you the access to the water. It gives you the sense of the vibe, the magic. You're out here, okay? And it might rain. It's going to rain on me in a few minutes. It's drizzling right now. Ha ha. This video is going to end soon. And, it might be chilly or warm or something. You might have to deal with the environment, and that's fine. That's part of the goal. The idea, though, is that you can just get out. If you get out for 1 cup of coffee, if you get out for 2 hours, you've set something in your life in the same way that taking a hike in the woods does, but you've done it with the water. And so here's my most recent attempt at a dinghy video and trying to explain the magic and the importance of the dinghy. I completely went off on all my tangents, but I'm going to publish this video so that I can move on and keep talking about the dinghy and the coffee. So here we are. Morning coffee on the dinghy. You guys stay sideways and enjoy.